see what happens. Okay, we are live. Everybody on Mixing with Flavors, and I probably have to mute. Moot? Is that a word?
Moot?
Well, I said earlier I talk French.
Yeah, you did talk French.
I was talking lots of French.
Very fluent.
Oui.
So
you didn't say that.
Very fast too, Roger. So, but welcome to whoever we are. I don't know who we are. I'm just glad we're live and we're here. Mixing with Flavors with the Omettes and the Amigos. And we have Simon today. Last week he was out of commission because of his internet.
Stupid internet and power. Lost both.
So we're happy to have you. And then we have our other Omigo we haven't had for a little bit. Mark Sr.
What's happening?
How have you been?
Here, there, everywhere, mainly lying in bed, recuperating.
Did I lose? Okay.
Well, there's an upside to that. There is an upside. It's like a little holiday.
Yeah, but when you're disabled, there's no such thing as a holiday.
No, exactly. It's like, no, it's not. Yeah. So, and then we have, I'm going down. I don't know where everybody is on the road. Oh, I do too. Next to me is Liana. Liana is here. So she's looking beautiful as usual. Don't roll your eyes at me. So I got a big smile. That's good. So how have you been? Besides she got rained on and she was at work. So how have you been?
You're muted.
I can't hear you.
You're muted.
I can't hear you.
I was supposed to be able to hold the space button and unmute. I guess maybe you just tap it. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for my Mullenberry package, and we have a guest in our front room, and I'm like, can you please sign for this? So I'm waiting for the new flavors. They keep having a mistake in my zip code, and so it delayed the package a couple days, and it's coming this afternoon. And other than that, I have nothing to complain about.
Is this the new flavors?
Yeah, the new flavor line.
The new. Oh, I'm really impressed with the new flavors.
Yeah, the new.
I didn't get the new flavors.
No.
That sucks though, because you got the old new flavors.
The old new flavors.
Every time DHL calls me and says, "Are you in Indian Springs? Is this your correct address?" And I'm like, "Read the address." They'll read the address. The package gets here. There's 2 dyslexic numbers on the zip code, and then they put Nevada twice in the second address line, and so every time they have to call me. But I was on the phone yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't get the call fast enough and I didn't recognize the number. So now I store the number and I call them directly. It's not a big deal.
She's got a personal relationship with DHL. Is that it?
I have an account.
Okay, so next, our biggest, well, no, it's not our biggest. Actually, Simon won that award, but one of the biggest after Thanksgiving shopping award winners goes to Zippy. So how are you doing, Zippy?
I'm still in shock. If I seem like I'm like a deer in a headlight, I'm still in shock that I spent that much money. Oh my God.
She just paid the light bill at Nom Noms for the next year.
Yes, literally. Richard Harkness will be sending me love letters. Please buy some.
And just so poor, I can't say his name. I can't pronounce that name, Roger. So you're just Roger, not Miraculous.
Roger Malmadon. Roger Malmadon.
No, but his name in there is Miraculous. Miraculous. His chat name is Miraculous, isn't it?
Oh, no. It's usually Roger.
Not today.
Not today. He's Miraculous.
Oh, he's in disguise. Oh,
yes,
being
miraculously.
Roger.
How do you say that? I should know. I was speaking French earlier really well.
That's sneaky.
but not that version of French. So,
I mean,
but just so you know, Roger, she was blaming you for every bit of
No, I
it.
didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't say a word. I didn't say nothing.
Right?
It's miraculous. It's easy.
Miraculous.
Miraculous.
I'm not
I
saying
like
it.
that. But see, I knew that was Roger.
Miraculous.
I knew that was Roger. I knew
Jay,
that.
I didn't know
I
that was
got it.
Roger. I'm looking for Roger. You said Roger's in the chat, and I'm going, I think you're
Wait.
seeing
Yeah,
things.
but I knew. Isn't that funny? I knew. I have a bad memory with some things, but certain things I remember.
So, Laura, you can now talk to him about that new recipe.
The one that you were speaking French about earlier on. Roger, you gave her a shopping list and then released a recipe that has stuff that wasn't on the shopping list.
Yes, she was. She was
I
the
know.
first.
It's like, what the hell? I buy all these flavors. He posts a recipe 5 minutes after I talk to him. I don't have half the shit he put in that recipe. I thought, what
He
the?
did it on purpose.
I know he did.
He did it on purpose. So, but I want to thank him while I'm on here publicly, I guess, for putting out his video. And if you haven't seen, he has a video that I saw it in DIY Down Under. And I don't know if he posted a link somewhere else, but I'll try to pull the link and put it in here if he doesn't ahead of me, where he talks about what's going on with Sasami. And it doesn't sound like good news. It doesn't sound good. It sounds kind of sad.
Yeah,
So
we mentioned it briefly the other day about with the close the factory doors. I haven't seen the video, so I don't know whether that's actually happened or not. But
so yeah. So okay, out here we have Miraculous, which we know is Roger. And
Sneaky.
we also say what?
I said sneaky.
Sneaky. Yeah, Sub Vapes, how are you? Good to see you. And he's in the UK, I think. Sub Vapes. So he's up late. And Simon, you're here?
I am.
As the doggo, and you made it right on time this week. And James Chapman, you made it. He was like, when's the show? Yeah, usually we do our show Monday nights, but I'm old and get tired. And so I was like, I can't do Monday night and do a Sunday show and a Saturday show. So I'm like, we're going to do it Wednesday because there's not much going on Wednesday. So that's what happened. So everybody's cool with that. If not, I'm sorry.
Suck it up.
Look it up, Buttercup.
There you go. If you don't like it, I have some French for you later. So James, I posted my Bed of Roses recipe earlier, and it was really, really good. I just tasted it from Sunday, and it turned out really good. And Fee, we have Fee out there.
Monster Man's in there as well.
A Monster Man. Yeah, I can't keep up.
Yeah, it's good to see some people. Adam's in the house. G'day,
Yeah.
Adam. Don't forget to drop
Adam,
by.
and Adam will be on at, I forget what time. He can tell what time he'll be on later with Tam is not old. No, I feel it sometimes, but then
Tam's
in my
autographed
mind-
copy of the Bible will tell you otherwise, but you know.
say that again. My mind says I'm old. No, my mind says I'm young, but my body is like, no, you're not. So
You know,
We
there's
argue.
a song. There's a song for that, right?
I'm sure there is. Adam can probably sing it for me. I'm sure. So yeah,
it's
9:30 Central, which is 10:30, I think Eastern, is when Adam will be on Golf Tea Vapes. And then I think at 9 o'clock Eastern, Pippa's going on. I don't remember what time I saw that. DIY Down Under. Okay, so did everybody have a good Thanksgiving?
We don't do
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
you don't do Thanksgiving. Hi, Pippa. I see her in the chat. You don't do Thanksgiving, but you shop post
I
Thanksgiving
do.
sales.
I do. I actually
free.
did a fair bit of shopping, but one of the things that it worried me a little bit is, you know how you put your tracking on and then you look at it every day to watch where it's going and what's
Yeah.
happening.
Oh,
When's it
yeah.
going to get here? I did an order with Rainbow Vapes that came through a shipping company that I'd never used before. It's called DPD. And the tracking says United Kingdom, the parcel is in transit on its way to the final destination. I'm like, beauty, it's in the air, it's coming here. The next one was, we're unable to deliver your parcel. I'm like, why? So I dropped them a message, and then the next day, the parcel has been cleared is being processed through customs. And I'm like, why would you worry me like that? You bastard, you stressed me out.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Yeah, so I don't know what that means. We're unable to deliver your parcel. That's all it says. We're unable to deliver your parcel. I go, more information, please. But yeah,
It's just
it's
crazy.
moving now.
Yeah, usually, like, Frank is always telling me, like, I get special treatment with chefs. When I place an order, I get it like in 5 days. Well, I placed an order over 2 weeks ago, and I just got it yesterday. And I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Come on, I ordered 5 flavors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flavors. The 5 new flavor art flavors.
From Flavour Art UK, yep.
Yeah, no, from chefs.
Yeah, but they're UK
yeah.
blend. They're not UK. They're not Flavour Art Italy. They're UK blend.
Right. No, they're the new little in the cute little bottle. Yeah, that. So the new mango and blueberry and the tobacco thingy. So I was like, I think it's lost. I think it just got stuck in customs or something. Or either somebody was just like, let's play a joke and me.
Just mucking with you.
Read chat, Tabby. I sent you something in chat. And
R. Kelly, bumping. Amon's telling me no, but my body's. That. Never mind.
Told you there was a song for it.
It was perfect.
If you look hard enough, Mark, there's a song for everything, really.
The
Christmas song that I played just before the show.
Oh my gosh, it was perfect. And we're all going to learn the words to it and sing it before Christmas.
Which one?
The old lady singing about try not to be a C word at Christmas.
I can say it, right?
Yeah, well,
you can't. Yeah.
Try not to be a cunt for Christmas.
It is hilarious. Oh my gosh, it is hilarious. So if that offends anybody, I'm sorry. Hi, Yvette. How are you doing? Good to see you out there. So Liana, you had Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving? She's like, what? Did I?
No, I figured out how to hold my space button down. I actually have to click the mouse somewhere on the screen to get it to unmute me. I don't want to make a bunch of background noise.
Yeah.
We had a traditional meal before Thanksgiving at a friend's house, which was great. No cook, no cleanup, and it was really good. The only bad thing is they do smoke in the house, and I almost died, but they had the window open. Awesome people, though. And then the next day, I really, really wanted sushi. We went to our favorite place, and then we're not open, and I forgot to check. And so we ended up going to a local Korean barbecue, and it was kind of like tucked away in an odd place in the middle of like a hotel. Oh my God, that place is open till 3 a.m. It was so good. I did the sizzle, the meat on the table part, and then they brought us sushi. And then by the time you leave, like you have to walk so carefully on the floor because it's got all this like grease residue on it. So I'm like, I look at like, how do you not fall down? And she talks to this cute little Asian. She talks to this accent. She's like, I almost killed myself over there. It was really good food, really good experience.
Nice.
And then they had these popsicles that were light fruit. There was mango and honeydew, and like a powdery milk, not buttery. And I'm like, I need that for juice research. So she sent me home with 2 extras.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah, it's without butter. It's more like the powdery milk part and light on the fruit and very mild sweetness. And I'm like, e-juice recipe. Yes, must make into a liquid.
I just want to chat to Yvette. Yvette, yeah, it works really well. Mine got back to me, and I've sent 2 follow-ups since and not heard a damn thing. So they answered the initial one.
Well,
and
she got tired of hearing from you.
Yeah, she's just ghosting me now, which is unfortunate, but you know, I'll keep sending letters just to clog up her inbox now, just to because she irritated me.
Did any of you watch the live? I don't know what it was called. I called it
The congressional hearing.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I called it a
FUBAR.
Yeah, I was like, I watched it on Pippa's channel. She aired it live on DIY Down Under. Yeah.
It would be so good if they knew what the fuck they were trying to regulate, but they don't. It makes me fucking angry because they have no concept of what they're about to impose laws on. They don't understand what the differences are.
Exactly the thing. And finally, one lady with a little bit of a brain said, "Can you explain to the people here what not CBD
THC is?"
THC is.
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh, and the guy's like, they use it to get high. That's what it is. There's a difference between vaping that and vaping. So it was just the whole, I was saying in the chat with Pippa, and I was like, this is like watching somebody getting a tooth pulled, you know, or like a root canal. It's just insane.
Painful, like watching a train wreck.
Yeah, it was just painful. It was horrible.
It is. And if they bothered to even educate themselves, it would be awesome. But it just irritates me that they have no clue. It's no clue whatsoever.
Adam, can you explain what THC is, please? I'm teasing.
I think he has a good idea of what it is.
I think he does too. Okay, so yeah, so everybody keep writing your congressmen, your congress ladies, your call the White House, get on Twitter, tweet and twat and do all that good stuff.
Did you say tweet and squat?
I just say all that good stuff, yeah.
I was wondering if you said tweet and twat. Okay.
That's what I thought she said too.
If you're going to tweet, twat, don't you need tinkle and spark?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
That's like I was talking about our show today, and I said we're gonna do Graham.
I'm not doing Graham. You can do Graham. I like Graham, but I'm not doing him.
Graham,
all this talk of THC.
All that jizz.
All this talk of THC.
No jizz.
No jizz. But jizz started with a G, so that's why I said all that jizz.
No, jizz starts with a J.
Oh. Anyway, okay.
Just totally leaving the jizz conversation alone.
Well, yes, because you know in my world what jizz is?
It's the same in everyone's world, I think.
Okay.
To Yvette, I just posted a link to the ELR forum of the letter that I sent to my local member. This was the follow-up one. Feel free to pilfer anything out of that if you like what you see, but do a follow-up letter when they get back to you, because you need to keep them engaged, or at least try anyway. So I tried to be respectful, but I don't know whether I succeeded or not. but have a crack. Just keep bombarding them. Fill their inboxes with information, so that if they care to educate themselves, they've got it at their fingertips. Whether it works or not, that's another thing. So.
Okay, so Any other cool news before we get into the jazz
Oh,
of it?
I've got Berry Farms on the way.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So
Oh, do
for
you?
those that don't know, Berry Farms is owned by Walt Reynolds' son, who Walt Reynolds used to own and run Real Flavors. They've got about 25 extracts that are available at the moment. So I'll be testing them. They've hit customs now, so I should see them maybe early next week, I think.
Do they, Simon, before you go any farther, do they have the aged bourbon or no?
No,
Oh, yeah.
they don't. But look, I have it on good authority that Kelly will be getting them out pretty soon.
Kelly will
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah, he hasn't got
Because
it now,
I
but as soon
cannot
as
live without aged bourbon. I'm sorry.
I know,
That'll be
right?
for my DIY if aged bourbon disappears.
yeah, look, as
No, just
soon as-
jazz. There you go.
as soon as DIY juice has aged bourbon, Real Flavors aged bourbon, and Real Flavors strawberry, that means they're back in production. So,
Okay. All right.
so as soon as they have them, it's all good. Why did I get the Berry Farms Fidalgo? I did hear a little whisper that they are very, very strong and very, very good. And what I'm thinking about is that they are more like the original Real Flavors extracts before
Yes,
they
and
went.
they are good.
Yeah, before they went to the super concentrates. So I thought, well, I'll have a crack with them and see what they're like. As far as I can see, they're only available in 1 ounce bottles. So hopefully, if they are really good, there's larger bottles available. But we'll see when they arrive. So.
And what's interesting is my strawberry with Real Flavors. That was all I ever used because I had 2 of those big 2-ounce or 1-ounce bottles when it came out. So I never had to buy another one. And they weren't super concentrates. It was the flavor extract on the bottle.
Yeah. The extract was stronger. Fidalgo, there's two lines. There's berry flavor extracts, which I'll post a link to, but there was under Chlorinex, or I can't remember the exact name of the site. They used the Berry Farms extract in a finished juice type scenario. So the ones that are available from whatever the site was that started with C are finished e-juices made with these flavors. So these are the actual extracts that they used in those. So those ones would be weaker. These ones, from what I know, the almond is very, very strong, and I think it was the blueberry as well was very, very strong. So they're $5.95 for a 30 ml, and if it's a good extract, then $5.95 is a good price.
Hey, here's an example of the label. I just grabbed 2. Okay, so, and this may be backwards. I can't help it. Okay, so this is just this is ginger ale, for example, and it says extract on the bottle. But this is blood orange, and it says super concentrate.
Yep.
That's the difference.
There was several changes to the line, and the extracts were the very first release of the really strong ones after the Walt did the VG and these ones. The extracts are a lot stronger than the SCs. So
yes.
I'm hoping that they're similar enough to be able to use the extract in replacement to Real Flavors until Kelly pulls his thumb out. Come on, Kelly, get your stuff together. But the Real Flavors will be back, and it's got a U in it with the new line that Kelly's going to be doing because they finally fixed Walt's spelling error. Damn Americans
my gosh!
don't know how to spell
He
flavors.
was smelling it like an American
Yeah, yeah. So now it's going to be spelt with a U. So if you see real flavors spelt correctly, they're the ones from DIY juice. So, all good ski.
Okay.
What are we talking about? I forgot. Jeez.
G.
Jeez.
We talked about last week, G, the fruity G's.
Yeah.
This week
Missed
we're
the fruity
going
G's.
with
I got some notes. I'm going to throw a few to you because there's some things that I just don't vape, and so I'll start off with the one that I've got right up the top of my list, which is Flavor Art Gin. 1 to 1.5 in a mix. For me, there's no alcohol bite in this. It's more like a juniper berry, quite not as good as the juniper from Flavora, but it's basically juniper berries without any bite. It's quite nice. Look, you know, you can pop a bit of jasmine or something in there to make it like a botanical gin, or the Bombay gin or whatever it is, which is why I've got jasmine on the way, because I'm actually going to play with a few gin recipes.
Well, Zippy has some flowers on the way too, so.
But
Yeah,
what if Jasmine doesn't like you and moves out?
well, Jasmine really is a stripper
Then
name.
he can
But
go
she
play
likes
with
everyone.
Brandy. Then he can go play with Brandy.
Or you can play with Ginger.
I'll just get some singles. I'll be fine. Sorry to all the Jasmines who are not strippers.
Oh no, guys.
So with that, I'm going to throw over to Tam, because the next couple I've got on the list are gingers, and I don't do ginger.
So wait, okay.
So, well, unless you've got others that are GAs, I've only got GIs.
No, I'm just doing gingers and grams this week. And maybe we'll touch on granolas. But other than that, I'm not touching another G.
Okay. No more G's. We're G-less.
And I know, no, God, you know
There's a
what?
lie. I didn't go there.
No, but he did. This is not good, guys. Okay, so I don't do ginger a lot either.
I do.
I do.
All right, let's talk to the ginger people. Go ahead. I have notes, but go ahead, guys. You take it over. Go with your
gingerbread Capella.
Mark, you do it.
Gingerbread Capella is the only one I have used. I've used others. I gotta see chat. Hold on. Oh yes.
Oh, he's gonna go ASMR on that one. Yeah.
That's a hands-off topic, let me tell you.
Okay.
Okay, back to the ginger. Gingerbread Capella. I get more ginger than anything. And I don't get no cookie. I don't get no anything else. So you have to add onto it. You have to put on another type of cookie, like a sugar cookie, or
a biscuit, or
biscuit base, or something like that. You have no
to give
choice.
that texture.
Yeah,
Yes.
I only use it for the gingerbread. No,
I only use it.
nothing.
Yeah, I only use it
There's
strictly
nothing.
for the ginger flavor. The flavor is amazing, but other than that, it's nothing there. It's over gingered. There's too much red in ginger.
Too much ginger. What about ginger peach? Anyone?
Oh, ginger peach. It's a great peach. It goes great with beverages. No, you're starting me off in a bad spot here, Simon.
Sorry.
With ginger. I don't have that here. I was starting with, I had all my notes really good on Graham, and I don't sound good.
Well, we'll just skip gingers. Forget gingers.
Oh, but go to Liana.
Liana,
just open your mouth. Hey.
Just unmute.
I love ginger from whatever.
I am not ready yet either because I thought we were also starting with Graham. So now I have to shift all these screens around. Bear with
Okay,
me.
well, we'll do Graham. We'll do Graham first.
Graham, you can put ginger in it.
No, you put Graham in the ginger.
Ooh, yes.
Damn.
As
Oh,
Fidalgo would say, for the G spot.
If
All right,
Shit.
we'll
I
roll
went
with
there.
Graham. Graham Cracker Capella.
so,
V1.
Roger's saying jasmine, coconut, milky, dairy, only floral jam. Okay, all right.
Yep.
I don't know what he's saying. Okay, but he
I
was
know, I was
saying
talking about jasmine in gin and stuff like that. So,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
but-
gotcha.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
Graham Cracker Capella V1.
Don't use it in the
Graham
my
Cracker.
number one memory with that is freaking our
cinnamon,
contest we did with
that cinnamon doesn't go with berries, which is bullshit. But anyway.
exactly. I have an all-day vape that I've been vaping for over 2 years, and it's berries, and I don't put that in it, but I put and I didn't put it in it the other day just to see how it would taste, and it totally is horrible without it. But it's the sweet dough from Flavora, and that has a cinnamon note to it.
Yep.
A slight cinnamon note.
With the V1, you get a slight spicy note plus cinnamon, and I think that spicing behind it is cloves. I'm not 100% sure on whether that's an actual fact. I don't know whether a Graham Cracker has slight clove notes, but it's got a light spice, and I really like the cinnamon in it. The cinnamon note in that is really useful.
The cinnamon in that is the same as what's in cinnamon Danish swirl. It's the same cinnamon.
Yeah, which is also a good cinnamon. It's
That
more
cinnamon is rich cinnamon diluted. If you dilute the rich cinnamon by 10%, you'll see what I mean. It's the exact same cinnamon.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't imagine there's probably too much variations of cinnamon. Realistically,
there's a lot of variations of cinnamon.
Well, no, in for a bakery cinnamon, we're sort of digressing from Graham Cracker, but bakery cinnamon is different to a cinnamon sugar and stuff like that, obviously. But for me, the V1 is, I've got my notes. I typed them all out last night, which makes it a little bit easier for me to read. I've got it's creamy and buttery with cinnamon with a slight clove note. But that clove note, I'm not 100% sure of. It could be something else. It works with most fruits, and you can pair it with most fruits for me that you want a slight cinnamon note. The V2 from Capella is not as strong in the cinnamon. So if you want that, you want that biscuit flavor with the slight clove note there, and a buttery cinnamon from Cap. The V2 is not as strong in the cinnamon department. So there's horses for courses, and both of those, they're not. You cannot sub V1 with V2 there. It gives you a totally different feel to the recipe. But if you wanted to boost up that cinnamon in the V2, you could, as Mark suggested, use the Danish swirl quite lightly to touch it and get it closer to the V1, if that's what you want.
In your opinion, what do you think about the texture on this?
I like the texture better on the V1. It's more buttery for me. And it's quite it's a good biscuit. It's great for crusts, awesome with custards, and
yes, definitely custards. But you would not use it as a pie crust, would you say?
No.
That's where I'm going. You would not use that for a pie crust, but yes, for a definitely great in custards and stuff.
Yeah. If you wanted to use a cinnamon for a pie crust, I'd probably tend to go with Graham Cracker Clear from TPA, or even the Graham Cracker Pie Crust from Wonder Flavors.
Or the TFA cheesecake graham crust.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Look,
no. Yeah. That one, yeah.
but
No, yeah.
you know, all the graham crackers, they've got a slight difference to all of them, and most of the difference is in the buttery and the cinnamon levels and the extra spices. They're all slightly different in that respect.
Some are more cinnamon.
Sorry, Tam?
Some are more cinnamon, some are more vanilla. And I think I tend to like the ones that are more on the vanilla side.
Yeah, look, I mean, if you're looking for a more vanilla type graham cracker, I don't think you can walk past FLVs.
No, FLV and well, Flavor West, in my opinion, is just a really good.
Yeah, I don't have
that's Flavor West graham crackers, my go-to.
Yeah, it is just, to me, I agree. Flavor, if you want just a good graham crust and you want that grittiness and that,
and it's got a bit of sweet. It also has a little bit of sweetness to it.
A little honey, almost.
Yeah.
Not honey, but yeah, that sweetness. Yeah.
That needs to go on my list because the one that I was trying was Flavor West graham cracker. And the ones that I've tested are all lacking the texture, that the grittiness that I wanted. So thanks for saying that. I appreciate that, because I was disappointed by all 4 of these that I had just, single flavor testing them. Not in the flavor, but in the texture. Oh, I'd have to add this, I'd have to add that to get the notes that I want out of it. But Flavor West has that note. And how is this?
Oh yeah, Flavor West has a grittiness. Yeah.
It would be great to use as a pie crust, a cereal. I mean, I'm just saying things it's used for. Pie crust, cereal base, and used as a maltiness for a milkshake. You can use it.
I want to know the notes that it has present in it as far as spice. That's what I'm after, because I'm going to buy it.
It has some vanilla.
Okay.
No, whoa. I'm looking at my note. I need my smart glasses on my eyes, not my head.
On your head.
You need them on you, yes.
I personally don't get any spices from it. Okay. I get a true.
No, yeah.
I get a true graham cracker with.
Yeah, it's not almost, right. That's what I was going to say. Go ahead.
I get all. Yeah, I'll just finish. I get the crumbs as if you actually are eating the graham cracker crumbs. And I get a slight sweetness, not that there's sugar there, but I get a slight sweetness from it, but I don't get any spices whatsoever. No. I think it is actually the truest graham cracker out there.
I get a slight malty note, a slight, very
well, it
slight.
Depends on how high you use it. I only use it normally around, depends on how in your face, but normally 1.75 to about maximum, and I mean this is overload is 2.5. That's for me.
That's
overload. I was going to say that. Yeah.
And for Dalgo, I'm going to cover that in a second, mate.
Really,
so
we're not talking about them.
Because right at this moment, I am not liking TPA's graham clear. But it's funny because I'm reading someone else's notes. It says not particularly pleasing with a fresh wick, and that's exactly what I dropped it on. And I was
that's the thing. Some of those are not good by themselves, but they really help a mix.
The graham cracker clear is slightly nutty to me. You get vanilla and nuts.
Yeah, it's got a funny taste. Yeah. And also. If you want to pump up, now this is just what I do. Because you don't want to go too much on the Flavor West graham crackers. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take the graham cracker at 1.75 and I'll throw in a little bit, about 0.25 of Inawera biscuit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to pump
yes,
up.
He says. You hit his C spot right there.
I do the exact same thing. When exact same way you said it is the exact same way that I do it too.
the thing is with some of them, they're suitable for using with it in a crust, and some are not so good. Like they're good in bakeries, and for me, you know, like Flavora, I don't really call that a graham cracker. It's like I get vanilla, vanilla, honey, little bit of cinnamon, and I think some clove, and I don't think it's true to what it's a great flavor.
The flavor is fantastic. I love the flavor.
Yeah.
And if you want to kind of take something and get your wrench and bend it towards the vanilla wafer, that is a great one to use to do that.
Yep. The vanilla notes in it actually lend itself to like a Nilla wafer.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Because they're quite prominent, and for me, a graham cracker doesn't have a prominent vanilla note. And I think while it's a really good flavor, I'm not quite sure that I'd call it a graham cracker per se. It's like it's a really good flavor. You know, 0.5 to maybe an absolute tops of 1. But yeah, not so much graham cracker, more of just a pleasant vanilla biscuit with, there is a hint of clove in there as well, which it's not as prominent as the Capella spice, but it's way in the background, and you know, it's still a great flavor. I just don't know whether I'd really call it a graham cracker or not.
Yeah, I think actually if you were doing a cheesecake or you know, something like a lemon meringue pie, well, not so much the pie part, but I think Flavor West graham cracker is the truest one out there, that like the one with the best flavor to me.
I'll take exception to that, because I reckon Real Flavors.
I don't have Real Flavors graham cracker. That's the one I don't have.
With Real Flavors, was it not a bit thin? Did you not find?
It is quite thin, but for a true graham cracker, I think it's bang on.
Okay, yeah.
The usage on it is quite light though, 0.5, 0.9. You know, you don't want to go too much high. It doesn't go funky, but you tend to lose a bit of it if you do.
Yeah,
but
that's the one I don't have. Yeah.
For if you want to boost a crust, which that's where Real Flavors really fits into a mix,
right?
Rather than a main graham cracker flavor. It is a really good flavor. It's not, you know, readily available anymore. So, you know, but if you get the chance when they come back on, grab a little bottle of it, have a crack, because I actually think that's one of Real Flavors' best flavors. It's certainly in their top 10.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah, but you know, it's not a main. Yeah, it's a booster rather than a main note for me.
We're just so excited about graham cracker. This is woo, graham cracker. But no, I love graham cracker. Graham crust, graham cracker, whatever. One of my favorite, probably 2018 when it came out. I don't know that I used it so much in 19, but in 2018 I used it a lot. It's Flavor Art graham cracker crust. Is that what it's called, or graham crust? Just graham crust?
I don't actually have that one, which, you know.
I don't have that one either.
Yeah.
I've never even seen it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
It's all right.
I enjoyed using it a lot, but I always had to boost it with biscuit. I used it for a crust. If I ever needed a pie crust, and I wanted a graham crust, I used Flavor Art graham crust at around 1.5%. And then I would add like 1/2 to 3/4 of like biscuit or something like that. Just depending.
Cookie flavor.
That's why I stick to the Flavor West, because the Flavor West one doesn't really need to be boosted. Like, really, honestly, you just put that in there and there's your crust.
Yeah. But as Mark Sr. was just talking about in the chat, and I'll let him talk about it now, there's also a new Wonder Flavors graham cracker pie crust.
Yep. For me, the Wonder Flavors is really good. Do you want to take it away, Mark? I've got a few notes.
No, go. You go ahead. I'm still working on something here too.
I've got like with the pie crust, it's a little bit more spicy than
Yes.
most of the graham crackers that are out there. If you wanted to boost the spice notes in another graham cracker, then this one's something that you should look at because the spice is quite heavy. It's a light biscuit. You can push it, probably to 1.5 maybe. If you start to get up around 2, it turns a little funky. But yeah, look, I'd probably use it 1 to 1.5, depending on how much you want to boost those spice notes in another graham. It's not one that I'd use by itself. If I had no choice and that was all I had, then yeah, that's what you use. But if combined with another biscuit, that is really good. Or you can combine it with apple pie to boost the crust notes if you want, and use the spice.
Oh no, that's never mind.
From the graham cracker pie crust.
After talking with Frank about it, he said to add a 0.25 percentage of a sugar cone into it because it adds a little darkness.
Sugar cone.
I haven't used it a whole lot, but I did some reading on it, and it said if you want a really good vanilla wafer, also use graham cracker pie crust from Real Flavor. No, Wonder Flavor.
And Flavor West has a waffle cone that's actually really good for you.
it is. You're right.
So there you go. Ronnie's mentioned in chat. Good to combine with their waffle.
With that graham cracker, you can use the brown sugar cookie from Wonder Flavors.
Yep.
Oh, let me see what else we might throw with it. Hold on.
There's a lot of combinations that you can do to push them in slightly different directions.
I talk to Frank all the time, so I'm always we're throwing stuff back and forth, and he is spot when he's like boom 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 boom, add this, boom boom boom, add he's good. He's good to talk to. It's really amazing.
Yeah, look, the other thing I tended to do a fair bit, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, is I kind of liked using FA cookie with graham cracker to give it that slight almond darkness to it.
Yeah.
Just when you're crushing up bickies to make a real crust, you tend to want that sweet buttery sort of feel to it. And adding in a little tiny bit of FA cookie just pushes that almond note just a little tiny bit to slightly change it, boosts the AP sort of biscuit vibe to it. There are some. I've got a couple of recipes. Graham Cracker V1 is the only cracker in there, but that's with a custard, strawberry, and some coconut, which is a really good sort of mix to use it in. The thing is that they all offer something slightly different, be it spice notes or heavy biscuit notes. So using a couple of graham crackers together can really change the whole way the biscuit bakery feel comes out. Something I do like doing now, rather than using the cookie from Flavor Art, is I'll use the Flavora in conjunction with like a Cat V1 graham cracker. It's quite a nice little combo as well. But
right. Liana has a question.
I'm trying so hard to control this ADHD interruption shit. All right, so my question is this. I couldn't really get a clear-cut answer on what I should single flavor test this TPA graham cracker clear, which I just gave 3 fair pulls at, reloaded it. And I'm pretty sure that 4% is too high.
Oh, okay. Sorry. 4% is too high.
Can you please give me a better test range for that flavor?
I would start off at 0.5. Start off at 0.5. You could always add on to it, but 0.5.
The thing is with those, the graham cracker and the graham cracker clear, they are the same flavour, but when you are doing single flavour tests of graham crackers, they're really quite hard to do.
Yeah, they are.
The TPAs are pretty strong for a TPA. So yeah, look, I'd go pretty low, and I would use it at absolute maximum in a mix at 1.5 if you really, really like the flavour. But as a single flavour test, I would probably go around 2 tops. I'm missing out on some joke here, but that's all
I
good.
am too. I don't know what it is.
We're laughing, Simon, because I choked on a flavor. And I literally gave it 3 fair hits. I thought maybe it was the cotton, but I really couldn't find a really good answer on that flavor. Now, everyone else was, all the other flavors like the Flora and the Wonder Flavors graham cracker pie and the Flavora graham cracker, I was able to find clear, definitive points at which to test, percentages, and everything came out fine. Like, it was great. That one was really big, and
it's going to depend on how much you like the graham
tested
cracker.
it at 5%, Simon. Do you know what it tastes like? It tastes like a burnt coil.
Yeah,
That's why we're laughing, because I just barely took.
If you were wondering the difference between graham cracker clear and graham cracker from TPA, one of them has caramel colouring in it. So, yeah, look, I mean, when you get it. The graham cracker clear is not crystal clear, but
that's right.
Not super dark either. The graham cracker by itself is pretty dark because they add a colouring into it. But yeah, look, I mean, when it comes to graham cracker clear, it's not, and all of the graham crackers really are probably not ideal to single flavour. They're not a single flavour.
They're not going to be good by them.
They're not going to be good, no matter what percentage you test out. But if you test it at 5, you're going to want to shoot yourself in the face.
So I see Zippy's off camera, but I wonder if she's ever had blueberry graham waffle from Flavor West.
Blueberry graham waffle. I don't think so. I think I was going to order it once and then I changed my mind. No, I don't have that one.
I do, but I unfortunately have never tested it. I
don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I don't.
And butterscotch graham tobacco.
That one I know I don't have.
I need to test those because I think I got that butterscotch graham tobacco. Oh shit, I know that one. I know that's Liquid Barn. And that was absolutely excellent. And they discontinued it. Sons of bitches. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
I hate that when they do that shit.
It was an excellent tobacco. I had a recipe with it and everything, and now they don't make it. And
no, I don't have that one. I don't have that one.
I'm going to add the graham cracker crust from Wonder Flavors to some cookie butter and see how that turns out.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that cookie butter is pretty nice, actually.
Yeah,
I did my single flavour sniffs as directed by Tam last night.
90% of these flavors you can knuckle test. I'll tell you right now. There's absolutely no problem.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
They're not going to punch you in the mouth.
Well, the strawberry cheesecake is a little punch in the mouth, but
yeah.
But that's to be expected. And the Bavarian cream too is probably, it's hard to define the flavour of the Bavarian cream.
Don't do the honey. I'll tell you right now. Don't do the honey.
Oh, come on, Mark.
It's pretty strong.
I already did. So that's why I'm warning you guys.
It doesn't smell too horrible. But the strawberry ripe and the blueberry gummy candy. Ooh, nice.
Back to the G's. Come back to the G's.
Okay.
See, that's the problem. I don't have my Vapin Trucker here tonight.
So that's a G.
The guava is actually it smells and tastes pretty good. Just
it is
off topic.
Guava does not smell good. Guava
No. Wonderful.
I hate guava.
I bet you
Okay.
it'll be cat pee.
All right, so
I've just got one question to ask Mark. The vanilla custard, the new vanilla custard,
Yeah.
do you get VC1 smell and taste off that?
No,
No?
I get more creamier. I get a lot creamier.
Just
get-
for me, the very first impression I got when I sniffed it was Cat VC1. But
Hold on.
Nobody
Hold
can
on.
beat
I was
cat
thinking,
VC1.
I was thinking more
No.
Inawera. Now you got me.
Oh.
It's,
You
I
can't
can
beat
smell
cat
this all day.
VC1.
oh shit! Sorry guys, we're not G.
No, I don't at all. I get right out the hop. I get that a strong cream, very strong.
Well,
Cream.
yeah, it's definitely a cream.
there's a couple of real winners in the new Wonder flavors. I'll say that though. But getting back to, they didn't do a new graham cracker, so we can't really talk about it. So
Well, they got a cookie
I'm
butter. It's
telling you.
close.
Pick up your Inawera custard and then smell it. To me, they smell. Bren, how are you doing? We did. I have you mangoes. And Bren, I need you to get me. Listen to me, Boston. I'm telling him what he needs to do. I cannot get what is the brand? That mango in the United States. Rainbow Vapes is the only place that has that mango. And who is it? It's French because I was speaking French earlier.
direct,
Pick up Inawera's creme brulee and smell it.
The Rome, yes. Rainbow Vapes will not ship to the United States anymore.
Where are they
And-
located?
In the UK?
Oh,
Rome that won't, I think, allow it. It's just cheap. It's because of the
No, if you go on Rainbow Vapes website, it says they will not ship to the US.
you're right, Mark. It is more of an Inawera custard. You're right.
no, the creme brulee, Inawera creme brulee. It's close. It's very close.
You all have strayed so far from the G's.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
The creme
Okay,
brulee
so-
is a slight darker, but it's got that instant whatever that is. Okay, back.
A certain little je ne sais quoi. There we
Well,
go.
Okay, guys, get back to
Caramel
the
in it.
G. Back to the G's.
All right, back to the G's.
Like
back to
you
the
said
G's.
earlier, we have troubles finding.
Yeah,
Never mind.
sugar plum. That's a refrigerator. He has two
That's an
refrigerators
S.
back there.
Yes, sugar plum. That's my flavors back there.
So the only other graham cracker that I have that we haven't went over, I'm just looking at it, is sesame.
Don't have.
Oh, for
Who?
Christ's sakes.
Who?
Sesame. And unfortunately, it looks like they're not going, but I haven't really played with it a whole lot.
Damn you, Roger.
I know.
Did we cover TPA cheesecake graham crust? I
A little
that's-
bit.
That's cheesecake.
Briefly, not really though. That's a good point. TFA cheesecake graham crust. Oh my God, Mark, you are just on it tonight.
No, Leah, cracking me up.
So the difference in cheesecake graham crust and graham cracker clear is it's more butterier. Butter has more butter, and it's a thicker, fuller. But it's not really a cheesecake. I mean, so if you want a cheesecake, you need a cheesecake. You can add that to a cheesecake.
Yes, but
Like-
yeah, it's not a cheesecake.
I use it for the crust, and of all the grams that
Yeah.
I have, it's the only one I like until I go buy this wonderful
Yeah.
giveaway I learned something new today. But
it's more gram than it is anything. But it's a
Yeah.
I use it for the gram,
Yeah.
and I like it.
Yeah, the cheesecake graham cracker is good, but yeah, it's just basically a graham cracker. Here's the
thing to remember with using this flavor versus graham cracker clear is if you want separation of flavors in your mix versus just one flavor, it's going to be cheesecake graham crust is going to mix with your creams and become one flavor. It's going to be hard to get a definition of flavors unless you add another graham cracker, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You have to add a texture note to it to get that to like kind of pull in there, but it still will kind of smooth things over. That's absolutely true. But it tastes great to me. I'll get the flavor wet. Promise. Okay, we're done with grams.
No, I got some recipes.
All right, let's go.
I've got them. Hang on, just 1 second. Penny, I just popped the link. I just popped the link in chat for the Salubarone site. You can buy the mango direct from them rather than get it from Rainbow.
Oh, nice. Oh, but see, Flavor Art graham crust, I've enjoyed using that flavor. But like I said, I have to add a little bit of biscuit or cookie or something to it, add a little bit of texture, but I like it. Some people get a coconut taste off of it. I haven't ever really, but I don't get the coconut off the cheesecake either. But some people do. So maybe that would be the same people that would. So, and it's around 2%, 1.5%, 2% with the graham crust. Okay, go on.
I've got Zippy. This is Skid Row from Zippy. Talk about it, Zip.
Okay, so that is I can't even see it.
Hang on, I'll zoom for you. One tick.
All right, zoom for me.
That better?
Oh, that's better. So basically, this is my take on a coconut cream pie. And I used the I can't even see what I did here. The graham cracker Flavor West I used at 1.75 because I feel that the coconuts, if I use the graham cracker any higher than that, would kind of, because I tried to go delicate with the coconuts and not go too much. And then I threw in a pinch of pineapple to give it kind of that sort of a little twist, kind of like a pina colada coconut cream pie, if that makes sense.
This is the peanut butter cup and custard that I've got on here, not the.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Cream my nut.
Yeah,
there you go.
One.
That is cream my nut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Now you're
Sorry, I was
messing
sharing
me
the
up.
wrong one.
You're messing me up here.
Oh. I'm sorry, Zip.
I can't see, damn it.
I'm not a very good
maybe
sharer.
I made the chat down here I could see. That might help. Dumbass. Okay. Yeah. So I used the Real Flavor super concentrated coconut cream pie, but I find if you take that one too high, for me anyway, it kind of gets this weird like tin can taste or something. I don't know. That's just me. But so then I added.
Yeah, I get that. The metallic. It's a metallic taste.
Yeah, it gets a weird taste to it. So I kept that kind of at almost the maximum, and then I threw in, just to kind of boost that sweet coconut taste, I threw in the Flavora sweet coconut, because I throw that shit in everything. And then I was very careful with the golden pineapple, because that stuff can really like go wacko over time. So I kept that at 1%, but kind of give it kind of like a little hint of a pina colada pie. And that's that. And the meringue, just to, well, a pie has to have meringue, so I threw that in there.
Sounds fair.
Nice. I like
It's
that.
actually very nice. It's this. If you looked at a lot of my recipes, this one is actually kind of on the lighter side for me. Normally I would sometimes I get a little heavy-handed sometimes, but this one actually I was very impressed right off the shake off this one that it tasted good right off the bat. So I would give this 7 days because I tested it again because and it was actually really good.
It looks really good, Laura.
That looks
I'm
really good.
surprised. Yeah, because I went light with everything. I'm trying to change my mix habits here. So, okay, throw up the Skid Row.
Skid Row. That on screen now, I think. I'm not a very good sharer.
I can't see, so we're all doing good.
We'll pretend it's there, even if it isn't.
Okay. Well, this one here, I tried to do a peanut butter cup pie. Just because I like peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
Did you like that peanut butter cup?
Real Flavors peanut butter cup is the only peanut butter cup that is truly tastes like a peanut butter cup. I've got Flavor West. I've got other ones. This is the one I go to. I don't even have to boost the chocolate. I don't have to boost the peanut butter. This is the one I go to. And I threw in a little bit of course, vanilla custard V1, just to give it an extra creamy note. You notice I didn't use it too high. And then I threw in the coconut because the coconut will actually boost the chocolate note. So
I can see the coconut in that taking a bit of the dryness out of the Real Flavors peanut butter cup, because the chocolate in that is quite a dry, chalky sort of chocolate.
Yeah, it's actually, I do find, and for the people out in chat, I tend to vape at higher watts. Like I'm usually up, no, not anymore since my incidents with the Kylan, but anyway, I usually vape around 104. So, I almost get, if you have, that Hershey's cocoa powder.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I get just the edge of that powdery note. So that's why that's the coconut actually kind of sort of kills that. And that's why I also threw in, well, the Capella kind of was two points just to give it a creaminess, but it also kind of smooths things out a little bit. That's the way I look at it. But anyway, that's my Skid Row pie.
I like it.
And it's it's very good.
Yeah, I can see that working really well. The one thing that with the Real Flavors chocolates that I've noticed, I'll just stop sharing, that over time is that they do have that chalkiness to them. And
well, they do tend to grow. I don't know if you find it, even if you use it like, okay, so you taste it off the shake and it really tastes good, but come back about, let's say 3 weeks later, and it's like the chocolate blew up. And then that's when I find is when I really start getting that Hershey's cocoa at the edges. Yeah,
that's the dryness that I find with
it. Yeah, me too. But I have to agree. Yeah, I agree with you that they're not. I honestly, that's the one downfall with Real Flavors for me is their chocolates are not that great. But the peanut butter cup is spot on.
Yeah, with Real Flavors in general, their fruits, their sodas, and their candies are outstanding. Their chocolates and bakeries are not fantastic.
But do you? And I'm going to say something because a lot of people forget or don't know. Real Flavors vanilla custard is actually really good too. It's not still Capella, but it's vanilla custard is really good.
Yeah, their ice creams are pretty good too. They're like and
Yeah.
milkshakes, and if you want to do like a beverage type mix, Real Flavors chocolates probably suited more to a beverage type, like a hot chocolate type thing.
Yes. Yeah, that I think I would, that because you do get a cocoa taste in a hot chocolate. So yeah, I would lend their chocolates more to the hot chocolate department. Yeah.
Yep. But I mean, as it is with most concentrates, they've got a place that you can use them. You just have to know the flavor to pick that place for it. And like if you want a chocolate bar, I wouldn't go directly to Real Flavors for your chocolate.
No, I don't even, honestly, and it's no insult to Real Flavors, but I don't even look at the chocolates when I'm thinking about a chocolate recipe. The only time I go to that is for the peanut butter cup, because I know I can make it work with the coconut. First, coconut always goes in it, and I find if I add something creamy, I find it kind of smooths
takes
over.
that edge off. Yeah, it takes the edge off.
It takes that edge off, that cocoa note. Yeah.
Yeah, vanilla bean gelato and malted milk are good combos for both, for all the Real Flavors chocolates, to just remove that chalkiness a little bit and take out some of the not funky notes, but some of that dryness that you get. It's like having a chocolate bar that you put in the cupboard 2 years ago and finding it.
Yeah, it's got that kind of, I want to call it kind of like a sour note. It's kind of, I can't really describe it. I know what you mean. It's like kind of like a dry, and it's like, well, this isn't sweet anymore.
No, I totally agree. Not discounting them, because some of them you can use perfectly. And they're chocolate. If you wanted to do a chocolate cookie base, a chocolate graham cracker base, their chocolate is perfect for that.
Yeah, that actually, that would be a good combination. Like if you wanted to make like an Oreo, like they have that Oreo cookie. If you took the Oreo cookie and mixed it with the Flavor West graham cracker, you would kind of almost get that chocolate graham cracker crust. Yep.
So
how is it we all want to talk about Real Flavors when they're not around?
Because they're coming back.
Because they're not around.
No, it's always the way. If someone takes your favorite toy away, you want it back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mine.
It's part of the mourning process.
Yeah, this is very true.
I'm still grieving. I'm still
in the denial stage, but it'll be back. It's okay.
I'm in the hopeful stage.
Okay, so we did the graham crackers, yes.
Great things. Yeah,
okay.
We're going to a couple of other G's.
Ginger.
Well, we're going to ginger.
I'm just. Where is Smoke?
Come on, no, I know you have a ginger you've used.
I haven't. I have not used a ginger.
You've not used the ginger.
Not ever. No, I just dislike the taste of it. It's like, for me, when there's something in there that you're just not quite you don't quite like, it spoils a mix for me. So I haven't ever done a ginger mix at all. In fact, even flavor testing the ginger peach, because that was about as close as I got to ginger, all I could taste, the ginger just spoiled the peach for me.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. It's one of those ones. It's for me. I'm really sensitive to it. My missus always cracks the shits with me when I get fried rice or something and I pick all the peas out, because I hate peas.
I know, where's green?
Ginger's the same for me. I just don't like it at all. So you guys,
it doesn't like you either, Simon.
I know, but it doesn't, and I'm happy that it doesn't.
So interesting. If you wanted a ginger, let's say you wanted a ginger that was authentic to a ginger root, why, and
the why is mystifying to me.
Yeah, exactly. When you hit it right on the head, nail on the head, whatever. Ginger root from VTA. If you want that perfectly authentic ginger root from that, like you were just, you know how you get the ginger roots from the grocery store and you can scrape, like a recipe may like ask for like shredded ginger root in the soup or something shredded. Like that would be what that is. Why I would want that in my vape, I don't know.
But
I'm
ginger
sure-
and peach go so good together. Ginger goes with ginger and cranberry, ginger and
he knows, but-
raspberries.
Yeah,
They
but
sound
that's
like
a
Forrest
different,
Gump there, Laura.
a different kind of ginger. That's like the ginger root, like the ginger, like you're getting the whole, it's very authentic. And
Well,
that
damn it, now
dirt?
I gotta get some.
With dirt or without dirt?
I might have a little bit of dirt in it, but like if you want to mix with that, start at 0.5%. And depending on how much spiciness or whatever you want, work it up. Yeah, Brent, it's very strong, very strong.
Yeah.
So,
I wish I
and
could like ginger.
we talked
Thanks,
a
Zip.
little bit.
Zippy, you got me mixing.
Oh, you're mixing. So, and you talked about Capella gingerbread.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah,
have you had gingerbread cookie from TFA?
not yet. This was my
Yes,
first.
I have.
This was my first ginger.
Okay, what do you think about that one, Zippy?
Gingerbread cookies, well, between the two of them, between Capella and TFA, I find I like the Capella better. TFA to me it's got a funny note.
Yeah.
I don't
Anyone
know.
tried
That's
what
just me.
Pippa
I don't think it's as sweet as the like. I say sweet, but it's I can't put the words on it, but I'm not very fond of the.
I only mixed with it once to mix someone else's recipe once, and it was okay. It wasn't great, but
No, it's not. I classed it as a fail.
yeah. I mean, it's got more texture to it as far as like.
Yeah. Yes, it has texture, but the gingerbread taste is.
Yeah.
It's off. It's weird. Like.
Has anyone tried what Pippa suggested in chat? The bit of a grapefruit behind the ginger.
In a drink, that would be good. Yeah. I don't
I'd do it. I'd do it, but I'd leave the ginger out.
That's like you saying you're gonna mix my recipe, but you're gonna leave the yam out, and that's the whole
Yeah,
point.
it would make it perfect. I'm sorry, man. I'm not an overly fussy eater. There are just some things I just don't eat. I'll just go, you know what? I know.
Did you just completely move off the real authentic gingers into gingerbread? Because I have two others that if you guys haven't tested.
Oh yeah, well, have you used the organic ginger from Nature's Flavor?
No, the two that I have. Okay, I have Flavora's ginger because I wanted to compare it to my own, which is the only flavor I have from Nature's Flavors is the ginger. That is the only flavor I have now. I just sat here and vaped Flavora's ginger at 1% to the head. It was okay. I eat ginger raw. I eat ginger pickled. I do ginger in my tea. I cook with it. I have it in tea recipes. So I've got stuck on my favorite. It's kind of like my health cabin, Simon. Like Nature's Flavors ginger, which is.
Wait, what did you say about the Flavora?
I just sat here and tested it at 1%.
Okay.
I'm going to compare it to this. This is Nature's
Okay.
Flavors. Like you can't see it because I'm not going to get a focus, but it's the only flavor I have from them. And to me, it's 5 stars. And this is at 0.5%. Okay. This stuff.
I would have done Flavoras at that.
Flavora, I did it one just because I wanted to really compare it in strength. Now,
Okay.
Nature's Flavors. So much spot on to natural without biting you in the ass like you're describing that possibly the VT does, which I haven't tried.
Mm-hmm.
This has all layers of authenticity without kicking your butt. Like when I shred ginger, when I open it up and without eating it, when I'm just taking in the aroma, that's what this vapes like. It vapes like the aroma without biting you and chewing you up and spitting you out. Compared to the Flavora ginger, to me, just tastes a little off. Like, is that powdered ginger? Is that real ginger? Is it somewhere kind of in between? It's not bad. And that's why I took it at 1% because I can handle ginger. I really wanted to compare it to Nature's Flavors. And I cannot remember how I got turned on to this. I do believe it could have been an episode of Noted or some intense studying that I did. I don't remember. It was because
a little of both.
It was other people's suggestions or someone suggesting saying this was my favorite. I went ahead and bought it and I was totally blown away.
But some of the Nature's Flavors, just from people talking on ELR and stuff, excuse me, some of them are really good. I haven't gone down that road
yeah,
yet.
I know that it is one of the best gingers out there, Nature's Flavors. It's supposed to be, yeah.
It is excellent. I mean, if you were to invest in just one ginger, other than having, your first experience be with Flavora Ginger Peach, which really isn't much of a peach. It's more like a sweetened ginger. This is authentic. I'm sitting here vaping it at 0.5, mixed it last night in an 80-20 mix, and it's delightful. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna mess up your taste buds. I have recipes with different gingers. I have tea. I have two. I have a peach tea, and then I have oh my gosh, I have to look at my own recipe so I can remember. I'll tell you in a minute. But if you guys want to see them, that's fine. If you don't, we don't have time. I would love to hear you talk about gingerbreads because guess who doesn't own a gingerbread? Guilty, ordered one last night. I do not have a gingerbread.
Neither do I. Don't be ashamed. It's perfectly natural.
Okay, thank you.
No one wants gingerbread. Gingerbread is not a flavor. Gingerbread is something you turn into a frisbee and throw at someone.
Oh, come on. Well, no.
Gingerbread is a cookie.
This is from the badass who made the Night King and can handle these crazy flavors, and yet he is busted down by ginger.
Ginger, like cardamom for me, is detectable at even the slightest.
Oh, cardamom is horrible stuff. Oh,
yeah. Like you can open a bottle of cardamom in a room 6 kilometers from me, and I'll dry reach. But
really?
For me, it's just one of those ones where I don't care. No percentage.
When I first started mixing, I was told that ginger wasn't really a good flavor, and I was told to get Holiday Spice by TPA. My God, no one told me it was nutmeg.
Whoa, yeah.
I hope you didn't listen to any other advice.
Once that went sour, I quit listening to that group and went to a different group.
Very good.
And
back away.
Because I went in the group. I said I'm looking for a ginger. What would be a good ginger? Blah blah blah. And everyone said Holiday Spice. Everybody. I don't belong to that. I don't belong to that group anymore.
Oh, not TFA Holiday Spice.
It was.
That shit's horrid, man. Whoa.
Sure, they weren't just taking the piss out of you, Mark. Just say, there's a new guy. Let's fuck with the new guy.
Oh, that's mean.
Well, me. I'm thinking holidays, bakeries, and stuff.
Don't ever do it, folks. Don't ever do it.
Don't. If someone says grab the Holiday Spice, just no.
They
Open
hate
the bottle, stand carefully over the kitchen sink, and
with the water.
And Pippa, cardamom
with
in
the water
real life,
running.
cardamom in real life, I don't mind, but it has to be quite light. But FA cardamom, which is the one that I have, which is very, very strong, is just nah. I don't care. I can put one drop in 100 ml and pick it out and just go, no, let's ruin it.
Yeah, there's some things I can too.
Okay.
I found cardamom in an actual flavor house, and authentic, highly concentrated cardamom. And for 2 ounces, I do believe it was just shy of $1,500.
Holy
For 2
shit.
ounces. Oh, it's it's like food grade, like just.
If you wait to next Black Friday, you'll be able to pick that up for $1,400. It'll be a bargain.
Jump right on that. Maybe they'll have a New Year's sale or a Christmas special.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I mean, it's the same with everyone. So everyone has this one flavor which they're sensitive to, and at least one. And for me, ginger and cardamom is that. Like I've knuckle tested ginger and just went no. And in real life, I can't eat ginger, so I just said, well, I'm not going to bother with ginger anymore. It's just not in my wheelhouse.
I love gingerbread.
He doesn't love you.
Do you want me to pull up the recipe really, really fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me pull this up.
You know, a gingerbread graham crust would be really good.
Actually, that would be good. And if you had the right filling for the yeah, that would be really good.
Okay.
And send it straight to Simon.
Throw in some holiday spice, Mark.
Okay. Instances where I used ginger. All right, let me find my handy dandy share button. Let me get you on screen 1. And there we go. And then I hit the share button. All right, I'm kind of slow. Okay, so we've got FA apricot at just about 0.3. The Flavora acai tea was something I wanted to try because it was a new flavor, and one of my friends smelled it and she's like, ooh, I want to try that. And I read up on it and I thought it could work. And then Nature's Flavor ginger, I only needed at 0.1%. And then okay, so this is a ginger peach tea. So you've got Jungle Flavors honey peach. I really like the juiciness of it. I didn't go high on it. I only used that at 1.2. Sorry, I skipped Flavora's ginger peach. Like I said, it's mostly ginger. That's why Nature's Flavors is, since it's real authentic, it's not something I want to put in the tea. I also want the sweeter version. So I had like the top note of the ginger with Nature's Flavor at 0.1, and then like the base and the mid. That's how I explain it. I know there's a better way of saying it, but that was provided with the Flavora ginger peach. So they balanced out into a ginger that was suitable for a tea, for an actual beverage. And then of course, ignore my monk fruit and my stevia. You guys know those are my favorite sweeteners. Of course, we have TPA nectarine because we have to, because there's peach at 0.25%. And then for sweetness and juiciness with this whole tea, because ginger can get drying, I have FA pear in there. And the whole percentage range was actually pretty low, 4.45%. One of the lowest, but strongest recipes that I have. Like, it is a full, rich ginger peach tea. And that's what I did. Crazy complex. Let me go ahead and see if I can find the other one, if I do have it. If not, look, I gotta remember where I put things.
I'll just quickly share something in the meantime, Liana, while you're hunting. But in our house, instead of gingerbread houses for Christmas, we make pizza houses. Which is
I can go for that.
Much better. That's a picture off Google, but we do a similar thing here. Pizza house. held together with cheese.
That would be eaten so fast.
The kids love it. Mind you, they usually fall over pretty quickly. So,
what are we talking about, Stephen Taylor? What is this?
Yeah, it's prohibited. I don't know what he's going on about here.
I don't know. It's interesting. I want to see what the video is.
He says
I don't have another one.
Starts here. And what? Okay. Anyway, so has anyone? I saw Pippa talked about it. Ginger snap.
Thanks, Natalie.
That's the only ginger I wanted to get, and it's always been sold out here. It's always sold out.
Oh, it's always sold out?
Yeah, I can't. It's hard to get here.
I haven't. I've never been a ginger. I just don't. That's not my profile, I guess. Like I don't mix with this, like gingerbread, ginger snap. But I was reading.
Ginger's more of a savory kind of thing.
Yeah. A lot of people said it's a coil killer.
There's a lot of
the ginger snap.
Surprised.
But it's really
More
good.
like it's a taste bud killer.
No, actually, if the cap gingerbread is actually goes with a lot of I put it with fruits, but I go fairly low, so I find it actually kind of it's got a nice taste if you use it low.
If my mum vaped, I know she would insist on a candied ginger covered in chocolate because she eats those things.
Oh, don't go there. Please don't.
So if you were to take Nature's Flavors ginger or one of the other gingers,
there you go.
Isn't there a candied ginger flavor out there?
Yes, there is.
Well, you probably have it. Can you explain it to us?
I don't have it, but let me tell you, I've had ginger chocolate candies, and damn, they're good. Really,
my mother scoffs them down. She loves those things, so I buy them for Christmas. So, it's basically candy crystalline ginger just dipped in dark chocolate. So
yeah. It is actually good, and it is a good idea, something to work on, actually. Thanks a lot for squirreling me.
Yeah, no, I'm good like that. That's my job, Zip.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I'll get you later.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Yeah,
You've even got me thinking about buying a Flavor West flavor. So there you go.
I know. Did you order the moose milk?
No, I didn't, but I'm going to save up and get a couple of them together if I'm ever going to go.
Save up. Oh my gosh.
I've got a big bottle. I'll just send you some, Simon.
Well, I've got 3 Flavor West flavors. So yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I should hang on for that.
Well, Tammy, enabled me to get those 3. I didn't have any prior to that. So.
Oh, so it's Tammy's fault. Okay.
Well, I got berry cobbler.
Yes, that's what I can't find, and I just bought a 16-ounce of it.
Yeah, I got berry cobbler. I've got razzleberry.
Razzleberry's a good flavor.
And I think I bought the Bavarian cream.
Actually, their Bavarian cream's pretty good, but you didn't mention.
Oh yes, the Bavarian cream is nice. If you want, well, it's nice if you hold on. It's a good generic Bavarian cream, and if you need a fast,
I actually got it for the DIY.
It's great if you're if you're doing a contest, a mixing contest, and you need a fast steeping Bavarian cream. That's the one.
Yep. Yeah. And that's why I got it for one of the recipes we did. But
that's right here. I got it
in that recipe. Because now I've got the new Wonder Flavors Bavarian cream, which I'm looking forward to doing more than a sniff and taste test on.
Yeah. So what we really didn't touch on, I guess, what is ginger from Flavora, just regular ginger, and regular ginger from, well, no, you did, Liana, regular ginger from Flavora.
A little bit.
And then regular ginger from Flavor West.
No, I have that one.
I don't have a Flavor West ginger.
I know a lot of people, well, I know a couple of mixers that love to use Flavor West ginger in drinks because it's a great ginger to use in drinks because it's not too authentic, you know, real gingery. Is that a word? Real gingery?
Yeah.
It is now.
So
Yeah.
it goes well in a drink. And then like what Pippa was saying earlier, you know, which one was she? Oh yeah. She was saying ginger. Which one was she saying with the lemon?
With
lemon.
grapefruit.
Yeah, with lemon or grapefruit. Yeah.
Grapefruit.
Wear grapefruit is what she suggested.
But which ginger was she talking about?
I think she was just talking about ginger in general.
Oh, ginger in general. Oh, okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Pippa, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, so that's just things to think. I remember that, like some of them were.
It seems.
So who has ginger ale?
I have ginger ale, Real Flavors ginger ale, and
have
it is more of a ginger than the ale. I've used that as my ginger as well, but very carefully.
I'm about to test TPA ginger on fresh.
Sorry, Liana. Natalie mentioned gingerbread and lemon curd. I'll tell you now, Natalie, if you don't have it yet, the new lemon custard from WF, if you like lemon curd, creamy lemon curd, that one has...
I just smelled it. It is, wow.
I hear background from someone.
It smells amazing.
It does. It's the same lemon that they use in their lemon squares. And I can see that working as a lemon curd. And if you wanted to spoil it with ginger, knock yourself out.
Oh, that's nice.
But the ginger, Real Flavors ginger ale and the soda base together.
Look,
yeah, soda base.
Yeah, and you can actually use. I made this once. I took the ginger ale, the Real Flavors ginger ale, added the soda base to it, and added a bit of cranberry and made a cranberry ginger ale.
Oh, nice. That sounds good, actually.
It was very good. And that's all, 3 flavors. That's all it needed. It was good, actually. Yeah.
So Natalie is in the chat, just really quick, because Natalie is my mixing sister and my cricket sister, too. So really quick, I made my earrings, Natalie. So just so she sees that, because she does the cutting and stuff too. So we chat about that too. So we're like what is it?
Same hobby.
DIY sisters.
Hobby sisters.
DIY all the way sisters. Yeah.
Have TPA ginger ale? Anyone?
No, I don't think so.
I have nothing to compare it to except for an authentic ginger ale, and this is really good. I'm really surprised. Yeah? I've got a little bit of fizzy on my hand. Authentic ginger that's not overpowering, and it reminds me of cracking into what's that green can that you get? The higher end ginger that I get when I'm not feeling good. I'm trying to remember the name brand.
Schweppes.
Anyway. Okay, yeah, we'll see you later, Pippa.
Schweppes ginger ale.
I don't think that it's Schweppes. It's
Canada Dry.
Hobby
Canada Dry.
Sure.
Canada Dry.
Should have went Canada first, but you know.
This reminds me legitimately of Canada Dry, although it's not cold, so it could be US 5. And it's not quite as sweet as I would expect a actual ginger ale to be, a little bit, but it's actually quite pleasant.
Add some fizzy cola. Add some fizzy cola by Mullenberry. It'll blow your mind. Fizzy cola, it gives you that fizzy effervescence when you're vaping. It's really good.
But how many other notes is it going to add? The fizzy cola, because I'm on that row right now on F. I haven't tested it yet. I was looking at it last night while I was advertising.
Fizzy cola is really, really, really good.
All right, when after I test it, I'll think about that. But this is actually it's quite pleasant as far as the actual it tastes like ginger ale.
Except for the ginger.
Except for the ginger. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Simon,
Okay, so you just had the ale part.
This is the mildest, I think, of all the things that I've before that I've tried. If it were to be tolerated or used in a drink or something else, I think this would probably be the only one that you might be able to say, okay, that's still nasty, but it didn't kill me.
Yeah, but I mean, when there's so many nice flavors out there, why go with nasty?
Ginger.
I agree. No guava.
Zippy's guava free zone. I'm ginger free, so it's all good. but we could throw in a couple of extra G's if we've done all the gingers, because we could do granola. Have we covered granola from Flavora yet?
All I know how
No,
to
we
do
did
is
not yet.
and a cookie into granola. I didn't want all the fruit, but please talk about granola. Yes.
I've got notes here, and this is what it says, Tam, without a word of a lie. Leave this one for Tam. I've not used it enough.
Oh no, it does not. Oh my gosh.
It does. I can give you a screenshot. It says leave for Tam, not used enough. So
That's
look,
because you wrote the note.
that's right. but
I don't have
I've used it in one mix.
Oh, Bryn, gooseberry. What? Oh, yeah. Bryn, send him a link. Let him come on.
I believe it's Brian. His name's Brian.
Brian.
Oh,
Brian.
I like Bryn. I'm sorry.
No, it's Brian.
Brian, I'm sorry. I like to say Bryn. Gooseberry. Yes.
Just call him Mr. Mango. Mr. Mango.
Another one.
Oh, it is Bryn.
Sasami gooseberry.
Bryn is
It
my
is
daughter's
Bryn.
name. Get called
I
Brian.
told you it was Bryn.
It made her
Well,
so mad.
I bet you it's Brian, but he just going with you.
I thought it was Brian.
Yeah. So I was talking to Luke the other night, and he said something that just made me crack up. He said, I sent him a recipe, and he says, I'm with you on the Hang Sen French vanilla. I don't like to use it over 0.5, and I only use it because I want to be pretentious.
Pretentious.
Yeah, just pissed
Okay,
myself
it's
laughing.
It's Brinley. It's Brinley. There you go.
And I hate to say this, sesame gooseberry. Do you think I got sesame gooseberry?
You'd be in the same boat as me because I don't have.
Well, the thing is they go in berries. I can't. You know what I mean? Like I can go green apple. We can go green whatever green. Well, here's the deal. There's also a crap load of G's. We skipped gummy, worm, gummy, candy.
Well, I think we're going to cover them next week. Yeah.
Yes. Next week we're doing candies and talking about gummy. We're going to incorporate gummies in candies for next week.
But something I do want to touch on is two flavors that I do have notes for here. Greek yogurt, because that sort of hasn't fallen into any other sort of show that we've done. Flavora Greek yogurt, just quickly, 0.3 to 0.8. If you go higher than that, the sourness tends to take over. If you really want a sour yogurt, then by all means pump it up to 1, around there. The Flavora Greek yogurt is a really, really creamy yogurt, and I reckon it's probably the best yogurt taste.
Have you read that they're not going to keep making that though?
Oh, but the higher you go, the more sour it gets. It's the other one that's probably used a bit is the TPA.
TPA, yeah.
The TPA is not terrible by any stretch. It's a nice Greek yogurt. It's creamy. It's got that yogurt.
It's actually very good.
Yeah.
You know what I do with the Greek yogurt? Take Greek yogurt and add cap creamy yogurt.
Yep, I can see that working. The twang in both those Greek yogurts, or the sourness that you get, is really good if you're doing a yogurt recipe. I prefer the Flavora over the TPA only because of probably the creaminess that it adds, that TPA is kind of lacking in. But the sour note that you get from both of them is quite similar. So if you want it to be more creamy, if you want your mix to be more creamy, use the Flavora Greek yogurt over the TPA. If you just want that sour twang, you can use either or. So, but I've also got green tea on my list here as well. So,
well, we can do that when we do teas.
yeah. So I'll just leave that one off. But yeah, those two yogurts. Go on, Mark.
Hands down. You can put that. That's like that coconut custard from Mullenberry. You can put that shit on everything. Mullenberry, a legendary custard. Hands down.
I've got a little bottle of it, and I haven't tested it yet. I've been really lazy with a few.
Oh, once you're in.
Well, it comes to usage amounts too. So you sort of sit there.
It's not my. I know everybody loves it. It's just not my jam.
Yeah. The only reason why I'd sort of hesitate to use it is if I'm doing a big mix, I've got to bring a massive bottle into Australia, and getting the shipping for a massive bottle is massively expensive. So if I'm going to be drinking,
make some massive profits.
if I'm going to be drinking that shit like it's beer, then I sort of sit there and go, oh, I just probably want that to be a little bit more powerful. But look, I've got to test it. I've knuckle tested it. That's about it. But I'm thinking that it probably needs to be around the 5 to 7 mark. So it's is what it is. Taste is king, obviously, but if you have to bring a massive bottle in to the country and it costs you a massive amount of money, it sort of makes me go, I want to be a tight ass.
Yeah, you got probably one of the worst shipping prices in the world.
Oh, mate, like I can get. It depends on where you get them from and how they ship, but sometimes the minimum shipping. Like, because I've actually been to Nature's Flavors and ordered put a few of them in the cart thinking, I'll just dip my toe in the water and get 5. And the minimum shipping was like $45 US. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So international shipping out of the States is generally really expensive. There are a few in Canada that are really expensive as well, just depending.
It's expensive sometimes just to order from here to the States. The shipping is retarded.
I ordered from dropper bottles here in Texas to here. It cost me more for shipping. Ready for this? I had to pay customs. I got nailed with customs.
Yeah.
So I got altogether, it was $85 for shipping for a $24 order.
Yep. That's why I try not to order from down there because it's retarded.
This is one of the things why I kind of like Rainbow Vapes and Chefs and stuff like that. Like I ordered, I think it was about 5 kilo of concentrates out of Rainbow Vapes, and the shipping cost me £12.99. I'm like, yep, I'm there. I'm happy with that. That same order out of the States would cost me $150 US.
Oh, so I tried to order. They had down in the States. Can't remember what the company is. Tam and those guys would know. I was going to order a Glycube VG.
Oh.
The price was so cheap. I jumped all over it until I got to the page where the shipping was, and the shipping was like about 4 times the price of the Glycube. And I'm going, okay, I'm out.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, like, and as Faye said, like ship to South Africa, similar sort of shipping rates to Australia. The size of the package doesn't matter. It's they do mostly on weight, but UPS and stuff like that is crazy expensive. I've seen shipping for 20 concentrates of 140 US to Australia, and just gone, oh, no, I'm out. You know,
That glide cube, is that the 4 foot tall cube?
It's like, it's like 4 gallon or whatever size, 4 gallon jugs of VG. And I mean, the price was like, I don't know what it was like. It was like less than $40 or something. I thought, oh shit, I need that. And I jump on it, put all the codes and crap in and whatever, and get down to the shipping. And it was like, I don't know, it was some crazy amount, like $60 or something. I thought, holy crap, man, goodbye.
You should talk to Kelly, see if you can get a deal from him.
Who?
Kelly, man.
Well, that's where I usually get it, but it ain't a deal. It's the same price all over the place. No. He's no cheaper than anybody else.
I finally found a place with reasonable prices in Australia for VT and PG, which is good. It's like $5.50 a litre, I think it worked out at free shipping. So I'm not happy with that. That's like, about as good as you get in Australia.
Yeah, the VG mark is like, if you look at Danny and Kelly and all them, they're all pretty comparable. So if I got to buy flavors and stuff, I might as well get it from. I do get it from Kelly, but it's really not that cheaper than really anybody else. So
true, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to. I have some friends in the industries and see if I can work out a deal for some PG and VG from them.
Well, if you do, give me a call, because
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I'm gonna see if I can get a group deal or something going.
Yeah, maybe, because like I'm okay right now, but if I keep going the way I'm going and getting squirreled mixing other people's mixes.
Roger. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not gonna look anymore because I'm not wasting my sasami.
There you go.
That's awesome, Bryn. Awesome. Let me know what you think. Hang Sen French Vanilla, back it with LB VIC at about 0.5 to 0.5%. That's actually Tam's combo. She uses 3.5 LB and 0.5 of the Hang Sen French Vanilla.
The Hang Sen French Vanilla is to die for. I love that shit. I put that shit in lots of stuff.
Yep, it's good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, don't go heavy on it, mate. You probably won't be as super happy with the results if you use it really high. So I'd tend to stay super low with it and just use it accent. But it works really well. But I'm glad you got GoldenEye, mate. That'll be good. But unfortunately, there's a bloody fly buzzing around here, which driving me nuts.
Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock, so it's about time to wrap it up. And
sounds cool. And we do the Candyman next week.
Okay, I get to be the student because I have never really mixed candies, and somebody better make me a damn candy that tastes like candy.
I'll give you a list of concentrates by Zippy.
No, and, oh no, you don't. Oh
maybe
no,
you can blow another 400 or so. Be right.
Yeah, right. Well, excuse me while I go work my corner.
I'm gonna tell Tam on you. Not get to have my job, Laura. I'm
the newbie job.
You've been mixing for how many years? How many years? You can't have my job. I am the baby.
I've been vaping for 9 years. I never ever was interested in candies, but then everybody wanted candies. So I thought, okay, what is the big deal with candies? So I had a little contest with my one shot. I said, somebody make me like candy. So I had 3 recipes to try. One was a red licorice, and I forget what the other ones were, sweet and tart candy or whatever you call those little sweet tarts. And there was another one, bubble gum or some crazy thing. Not one of them tasted like a candy. Not one.
Well, there's one concentrate that you really, really need. And
Oh,
that's
here it comes.
Capella Sweet Candy.
I have
It's
it.
in my cart. Okay.
I have it. It's
in
really
my
good.
cart.
It really works good.
Yep. That will help you out with any candy recipe.
For
More than
sure.
any-
Okay. So I guess I'll go to school on candy then.
Candy school. Cool.
Candy school. Is that kind of like chocolate
Can.
school?
But all good. But anyway, I guess we're sort of fade out now to some beautiful music. Don't be a cunt over Christmas or something.
I like it.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week with some
Cheers,
candy.
everyone. See you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, God.